Do I continue? Guys, I love him. He's a good guy. He speaks broken English. He's not that nice. Do I continue with this relationship and not and whatnot? Okay, guys, I know they've told us fall in love with the inside, but especially men, they fall in love with what they see. Okay, ladies fall in love with what they hear. Imbako ka nyimbo, chosako ka singo. Not deep, keep it simple. The silence. Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Inguto. I feel my love, life, and faith. If you are joining me for the first time, you're welcome. And if you're coming back here for the second, third, or you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much. If you haven't yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and then the notification bell against it and get notified whenever I post new videos, okay? Yeah, all right, so as you can tell by the title, it's question singles ask. So I put up a post to say drop your question, any question that that you have and stuff like that, and we'll talk about it. So anyway, so I have like a few questions here. I have like 12 questions. So maybe you didn't ask a question, but your question is here, you know what I mean? So just listen, guys, okay? Very interesting stuff we have here. So 12 I said. So let's get into this video. Okay, number one is, does real love exist? All right, so I'm thinking, like, you know how they say people who are in love will just say love is real, and people who are where love didn't work out, they'll just be like all those things and hating on love. So I don't know if I'll be biased, but real love does exist because God is love and he died for us regardless what we've done. So if you can find someone who has God in them, then I think we're good to go. Two people that have God in them, two people that love God, then let's work this thing called love. It really is a beautiful thing. So true love does exist, baby girl, okay? Yes. So maybe you've been like, you know what I mean, you've been to these places where it didn't just work and you're thinking, this girl, my friend, it works, just give it another try. Okay, yeah. Another one is, how do I know the one? How do I know the one? All right, some few months ago I got this question, like, all right, that is like, two guys, or I think it was more than two guys, and now the lady was like in a dilemma to say, who is he? Which is he? You know what I mean, and all the good stuff. So I don't know if the one is supposed to be I don't know what we can call it, but yeah, okay, I don't know if the one is the tall one, the fine one, okay, but who is the one who I enjoy love with, you know what I mean? So first and foremost, I think it goes beyond love, and it goes, yes, it goes beyond love, it goes beyond looks, it goes beyond money and all the good stuff. But anyway, I would say the one is one with whom your purpose aligns. I remember I put up a post to say, until you discover your purpose and you can fit it into someone else as a lady, or maybe it can align, until your purpose aligns, then you're not yet ready for marriage. So if purpose is not in the picture, I think you're not ready for marriage, guys. Like, sit down, let's talk about purpose, let's discover purpose. Because you find, fast forward 10 years down the line, a girl discovers herself, and now the brother is like, girl, you're not being submissive, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. So to avoid all those complications later on, I think discover who you are first of all. It'll be so easy for you to submit, and it'll be so easy for you to fit into that person's life, or it'll be so easy for you to lead as a man, to be the head or the covering over that relationship in that marriage. So firstly, discover your purpose, and if you can fit in, well and good, and like, be at a place where you're okay being alone before you discover the one. And the one is the one who you can like, you're just friends, guys. Friendship can flow. We don't need to force this thing, okay? So friendship can flow, purpose can flow, peace, guys. This is the acid test of every good and godly relationship. Like, yeah, if we don't have peace there, if the word is not aligning there, then he is not the one, my friend. Carry on, you will find the one. And I think the one has a tendency of coming at the end, so just relax, the one will show up, okay? Yeah, I hope that answered that question. If you have your answer, please drop it in the comment section below, okay? Yeah. The next one is, how long should I wait after I break up to get into a relationship? Okay, in fact, I think there should also be a question to, how do I know that we should break up now? Like, you know what I mean? How do I know that we should break up now? Anyway, that's a whole video for another day. But and maybe I should share like my breakup story, how I broke up with my ex. Okay, if you want to hear that video, then drop a comment in the comment section below and we'll get talking. Okay. All right, so how long should I wait after I break up to get into a relationship? Basically for this one, there's no time frame, guys. I think if you've healed, then you're good to go. So number one, look out for yourself at this point. Like, I know being selfish is bad, but guys, the Bible says love your neighbor as you love yourself. Like, guys, if I'm going to love that other person, I need to love myself right. Most people are coming with burdens from past relationships and now want to bring it into this relationship and think, oh, this relationship won't work because my previous relationship didn't work because of ABCDE, and I'm still carrying insecurities and stuff like that into this relationship. So it turns out to break as well. So give yourself time to heal. Let your mind be renewed. Yes, you know how our lives basically are quite a function of our belief system, guys. So if I can't renew my mind, or rather my mindset, if I can't renew my mindset and the things that I believe in, then I get into this new relationship and nah, I'm not here ready. So take time to heal. Let's not give it a time and say, okay, after 1 year and then what not. No, like, I mean, for me, basically, when I was coming from my previous relationship and moving into, okay, someone is watching, you know, and I'm like, hey, yes, hi, mother dearest. All right, so yeah, like when you're coming from that place, like, I just took some time out to say, okay, at this point in my life, I just want to be single, like, for a year. For myself, I even gave it a year. Imagine. I even gave it like a year, and I'm like, yeah, let me just focus on God and all the good stuff, and you know, I'll get to a better place next time this year and I'll find some gentleman, you know what I mean? But 1 year turned into 2 years, okay, and it was a beautiful thing because I even enjoyed that single phase. Though I'm still single, I mean, like, that single. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. So don't give it a time frame, like, just enjoy, heal, and be conscious about it. Be conscious that you're healing, okay? And along the way, you find love. All right? Yeah. This other one reads, so in case you're wondering why a girl is looking down, I'm reading out the questions, guys, okay? Yeah. And this one reads, we have regular misunderstandings. I've been with him for a while and I understand him this way. Should I stay? I'm already old. Okay, guys, like, I don't know, but I believe love should be enjoyed. Like, it should be enjoyed. And love, my boyfriend likes to say, love is more about agreements and disagreements. If you have more arguments than agreements, then it's time to pack the bag and go, you know what I mean? So it depends with the misunderstandings that you're having. Are there, like, you know, misunderstandings that you can talk about and move forward and make progress? And you know what I mean? If we can talk about it and make progress, then I think we're good to go. But if we keep on having this misunderstanding, we have another one, and they just keep on piling up and building up, we'll come to a point where our relationship has more cracks than it's solid, okay? And if it has more cracks, then I think anytime let just one stone come, then that's all, the house is broken, it is finished. So I mean, just like, relax. And you know this thing when she says I'm already old, so you know how there are people who say yeah, I'm old, guys, I'm 25, you know, and how society likes to put timelines, like, no, I'm 25, I'm 26, I needed to be married by 27, and like, this guy just wasted my time, so I'll just stay with him. Baby girl, guys, I'd rather you're single for 1 extra year or 2 extra years than spending your whole life in a place where you're not having peace of mind, a place where you're not just thriving, you're not flourishing. So I think, relax, just hold on. If he goes, he goes, you know what I mean? You're better off being in your single phase at that point, or being alone and being happy for just like extra 2 years and going into marriage and enjoying it, okay? So hold on, and yeah, I hope that answers it. If not, hit me up, we'll get talking, okay? Yeah. Another one says, when do I start dating? Nice one. When do I start dating? You know how when you're in secondary school, like, you're just asking, I think me when I'm 13 I'll start dating. Okay, growing up is so interesting. You know, I have a diary and I write in it like almost okay. Previously, I used to write like anyhow, but like with time, a girl doesn't write that often. So mostly I write like towards the end of the year. So and I get to read through as I'm like before I can write, I get to read through like previously what happened and stuff like that. So I was reading and I was like, yeah, I want to start dating now. I'll start dating when I'm 18. And now, you know, I'm looking back, I'm like, and I'm 18. And you know, when 18 reached, I was a single girl. I think I just like finished school, something like that. I like just finished like I finished school, I think, yeah. So I'm like 18, I was still a small girl, like I don't even know why God made me, and you know, I'm just looking at myself, I'm like, anyway, thank God for mercy, for grace. Okay. So when do I start dating? Start dating when you discovered your purpose. It will save you a lot of energy, it will save you a lot of time, it will save you a lot of things, guys. Start dating when your mind has developed. Yes, it's not about age. You may be 29, but if you're not yet developed, sit down. Yes, you heard me right. Sit down, guys. So don't start dating because everyone else is dating. And don't get back into a relationship like the breakup question. Don't get back into a relationship because everyone else is in a relationship. Nope, that's not the way to go. Um Actually, that reminds me, some few weeks ago, I downloaded another WhatsApp and stuff like that, and space was like running out of my phone. So I was like, okay, let me just delete my old WhatsApp and stuff like that. So I deleted it, and I decided to keep like the images, everything that I received via the WhatsApp. You know what I mean? Yeah. And now, after some time, my phone decides to, I don't know, do what to itself. So this data was deleted. And I'm just like, you know, I wasn't in my right state of mind. I'm just like, if everything from my old WhatsApp can go, what. And I think I didn't like back my WhatsApp info. I just like backed up the things on my phone and stuff like that. So I'm like, if all this can go, let me just do a reset to factory because Star WhatsApp is new and what. So I did a factory reset, guys. Then afterwards, now reality struck. Like I deleted my contacts, I deleted so many other things which I did not think about. And today, as I was praying this morning, the Holy Spirit just told me to say, you know how when you're in a rush, when you're not in a right state of mind, you end up making decisions that will take you to a place of losing more. I don't know if that makes sense. So guys, at some point in your life, you're not yet stabilized and you're like, okay, let me just get into this relationship with brother A. I mean, he's there. Why not just get into a relationship? I don't care what his purpose is. I don't care what his vision is. We'll sort that along the line. And okay, I get into a relationship. And now, because there are certain issues that I haven't built up in myself and even himself just relationship starts cracking and whatnot and stuff like that. You end up going back to a state. You even take yourself backwards, if anything. I think this is where we get to a point to say, oh, I wasted so much time. Though I think it's not wasted time. We can also look at it in a better end. If a relationship didn't work out, there are certain things that you learn from there which are valuable and you can go and enjoy them in your next relationship or in your next phase. You know what I mean? So I would say develop yourself first of all before you get into a relationship. Be at a place where you're ready to marry. Teenagers. Teenagers, relax. If you know you can't get married in the next 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, then relationship is not for you. You know what I mean? It is not for you. Just sit down, if anything. Okay, just enjoy, study boys, get books for how to understand men, how to understand ladies. Maybe it will help you. You know how they put up those pictures, say how to understand a woman and stuff like that. Yeah, guys, so just relax. It's not for you. If you're not ready to marry, sit down. All right, the next one is, do all men cheat? Men, help us. Comment in the comment section below. Do all men cheat? Well, I strongly believe not all men cheat. I believe that, and I think we'll have what we believe in. Men, anyone can cheat, but I heard this statement. Benjamin Zulu, guys, follow Switch TV if you haven't. It's very interesting. He said some of us can't cheat because there's a calling which I'm pursuing. There's something which is higher than me, which I have in place. You get what I mean? So he's pursuing something which is much more than women, guys. this will affect my career, it will affect, you know what I mean? And just that would be like, no, let me sit down, let me behave myself. My wife is enough for me, you know what I mean? So to avoid this whole cheating and stuff like that, guys, I think just go for a person who has a higher power, who is like a caller, who is God, who looks up to God, a man that fears God, a man that loves God, who will say, no, let me love this lady like Christ loved the church, you know what I mean? And how would I feel if I had to be cheated on, you know what I mean? Anyway, so for this question, I did a video on cheating in relationships, so just go and check it out. I hope it will be of help. But not all men cheat. Let's not, let's not be all Tongas do this, all Aussies do that. No, guys. So let's not generalize them. They're just some. And yeah. Alright, this one was quite a long question. I got it some time back and I'm like, okay, why not add it on these questions? It was a scenario where this beautiful lady was born again, she was in the Lord, and after some time she backslid, and yeah, and in that backslidden state she met somebody, okay? And yeah, she met somebody and they started a relationship. Then fast forward a few months later, she rededicates her life, and now she's still in this relationship with this person who I think he was an unbeliever, something like that. I hope I've gotten it right, but yeah. And now she's thinking, you know how they tell us two cannot work together unless they agree. What do I do? I met him when I was in my backslidden state. Now we are at this point. We're not yet married, but what do I do? You know what I mean? I'll actually follow up. Hi, baby girl. I'll DM you, okay? Yeah. So guys, what happens like in that scenario? Okay, so my take on that one, or my advice on that one, will be, you know how they tell us two cannot work together unless they agree. I understand, yes, at that point they were in agreement, okay? But at this point, and yes, she's been telling him about salvation, and he's relaxed about it. So what does she do? Yes. Okay, this one is tricky. I said pray about it and pray for him. Don't pray for him with intention to say he'll be born again and he'll be my husband. It's like I go for evangelism saying, I'm going to meet my husband in the field. Yes, there are people like that who meet while they're telling them about Christ. But then there are others who don't, you know what I mean? So my take on that one would be pray for him first of all, that he should accept Christ as his personal Lord and Savior. Not with view that, okay, when he does, he'll be my boyfriend, we'll marry and stuff like that. No, just pray for him. And yes, I know you love him, but at times the facts need to outweigh the feelings. Yeah, I think I got that from Wisdom 101 back at Squad Onza. I think Pastor Manasseh taught us that sometimes, guys, your facts, the facts of life rather, need to outweigh the feelings. Okay, so many of us have, okay, we're feeling this certain way and stuff like that. Okay, yes, I understand how you feel, and I know how it feels to be in love, and you need to let go. But yeah, so I mean, the fact is, I can't change the word of God. And if the Bible advises me to do this, I'd rather do what the Bible advises me. It may be hard, but it's just for a season. That season will come to pass. It will end. So pray for him to change. And if he changes, well and good. Grow together in the faith. If not, you can't change someone after marriage. Only God can change him. So just relax, enjoy life, and all the good stuff. I hope that answers that question. Okay? Yeah, so, and basically what you do is, again, it's not based on what I'm going to say or what so and so said. It should come from a place of my conviction. Because if I'm doing something because someone said so, and then I go on, I don't find someone like who I can marry and stuff like that, now I'll be like, because someone told me this, because Grace told me this, like, let's not do that. Okay, so do it at a place, make your decision at a place where you're okay, at a place where it's me. If anything happens, it will be me to blame. Okay, because at the end of the day, we are responsible for the outcome of our lives, like Bishop Edipo likes to say. Okay, yes. Yeah, because God gave us the ability to choose. This other one is, can I date my friend's ex? Guys, your questions are amazing. Can I date him? Can I date him? Tell me what you think in the comment section below. Can I date him? Okay, this video is getting quite long, so I'll just wrap up. Can I date my friend's ex? Well, Maybe we should start from here in the next week. All right, guys. Anyways, I heard a story. Our pastor told us a story of someone who knew that this was going to be a husband. Okay, God told her that this is going to be a husband, but then this her husband was dating her friend who they were serving with in choir. Okay, so they saved and whatnot, and she just kept on praying like for the best to happen. Lo and behold, they just had like certain complications and they broke up, and sometime later they got together and they married. So she dated her friend's ex. So what if your friend's ex is the one with whom love is flowing or the one with whom purpose is flowing? You know what I mean? Are we going to let this girl code, or I don't know if it's a boy code kind of thing, ruin this beautiful thing that we found? But I think, and I actually know someone like this, and I really like what they did. I think it's wisdom to tell your friends to say, okay, I like this girl, or I like this guy who apparently was your ex. What do you think? I really think that's a lot of wisdom out there. Like, shout outs to, yeah, that's a lot of wisdom out there, guys. And yeah, and they are enjoying love. So I mean, but be at peace at the end of the day. Let the peace that's inside your heart determine whether you should go on or not. Not just, no, let me get back at so and so. You know, man is quite funny. So guys, don't do it because of revenge, but because there's a higher power and there's a purpose that relationship is going to birth. Okay, yeah, otherwise it comes back to yourself. Okay, the next one is it possible to be in a relationship and not engage in sexual activities in this generation? Then what do we do? Isn't such a relationship boring? Anyways, I did a video on godly relationships. Please look for it and go and watch it. But otherwise, it is possible, very possible, and you're not alone. Okay, you're not alone. You're not alone. And godly relationships are beautiful. I remember I said engaging in sexual yes, engaging in such activities will ruin your foundation, but just having fun and all the good stuff. And if you want to know what fun things you can do, go and watch the video on fun things to do in a relationship. I mean, yeah, it will help you build your relationship. Okay, he or she cheated on me, should I go back? Hey, should I go back? Go and watch the video on cheating in relationships. Should I go back? This one is entirely up to you guys. Like, it's entirely up to you. I mean, like, it really is entirely up to you. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's entirely up to you, because if you have forgiven and you can live with the hate and all the good stuff and everything that hates you on why he cheated, then go back and go and build. If you cheated on her, go and cheat no more, I beg. Yeah, and if you think you'll be that type, say, hey, even last time you did this, if you feel you're still being insecure, I think it's best to go out, because the person has said sorry. God has forgiven him. And if you can forgive him, then well and good. If you can't, let him go or let her go. I love him. He's a good guy, but he speaks broken English. And he's not handsome. And oh, do I continue? Guys, I love him. He's a good guy. He speaks broken English. He's not that nice. Do I continue with this relationship and not and whatnot? Okay, guys, I know they've told us fall in love with the inside, but especially men, they fall in love with what they see. Okay, ladies fall in love with what they hear. So all right, my answer, okay, this question, I find it a bit, it's an interesting question, you know what I mean? Well, my advice would be marry someone. We've been told to marry someone who we can present to the public. Okay, so if I cannot present my handsome boyfriend to you, or my fine boyfriend, or the only man that I know how to crown to you guys, then I mean, let me just sit down and let us just end this relationship, because there's no way it's going. I cannot be walking ahead of you every time when we're demo. Where is your man? My man is there. I cannot be putting emojis on your face every time. Like, I can't be putting emojis on your face when I want to post a picture. So let me just stay, because at the end of the day, a man wants to be appreciated. A woman wants to be loved. Like, let my contacts know that this is the man. Alright, I'm being dramatic, but guys, I mean, If you're not proud of him, if you can't present him to people, as simple as that sounds, do not even get a relationship with him, okay? Not that wewe zaka mukonda mweni mukondera naye. They will love him just as I love him. For those that are not Zambians, okay, with time. How long will that time take? So my friend, don't bother yourself, don't stress yourself. Just enjoy life as it is, and yeah. So don't get into a relationship, okay? He's broke. I want to marry. Will we be happy? I get more money than he does. Alright, and this is a very sensitive question. He's a broke guy. Do I marry him? Hey. This is kind of a beautiful question, but if you can submit with all your money, go ahead and marry him. If not, if you're not willing to submit, then I mean, don't even marry. But truth be told, seasons change, and man, if you're broke, please work at making money as well. Don't just, yes, I believe, baby. She will flee. My sister, flee if he's a lazy man. Flee, or don't just stay because he's a good guy and then he's broke. Flee, okay? It's much more than submitting, alright? But anyways, if he's a good guy and you see that he's working, levels change, stories change, and all the good stuff. So if you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up and all the good stuff. Thank you so much for watching.